Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 2, verse 5. Now no shrub of the field was yet on the earth, and no herb of the field had yet sprung up, for Yahweh Elohim had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was no human to till the ground. This verse opens a deep mystical window into the state of the world before conscious humanity's activation. According to the Zohar, this verse describes not merely a physical condition of dry soil, but a spiritual delay, a suspension of potential. Everything needed for life is in place, but the divine mechanism of blessing is withheld, because one critical component is missing: the human soul's participation in the divine work. This verse teaches that without humanity, the earth does not yet know how to receive from above. The first phrase we have, no shrub or herb had sprung forth. This is creation held in suspension. The Zohar explains that though creation was structurally complete, it was energetically paused. The plants, symbolizing growth, emergence, and divine flow, had been programmed into creation, but their manifestation was withheld. This reveals that the earth was not yet open. Its inner potential remained locked, like a womb awaiting fertilization. Spiritually, this shows that even divine energy needs a vessel that desires it. Creation without conscious interaction is inert. The next phrase we have, for Yahweh Elohim had not caused it to rain. This is blessing requires alignment. Rain in the Zohar is always a metaphor for divine influx. It is the flow of abundance from the supernal masculine, which is the Zeir Anpin, into the earthly feminine, which is Malkuth. Rain does not fall merely due to divine will. It falls when the lower world is prepared to receive. This verse reveals a crucial mystical principle. Nothing from above is aroused until it is first aroused from below. This is from the Zohar, Terumah. Without the human soul's longing, the heavens do not open. The next phrase from this verse is, and there was no human to till the ground. Humanity as the catalyst. This is the turning point of the verse. Why hasn't the divine blessing flowed? Because Adam is not yet present. The Zohar teaches that man's role is to awaken divine flow through intention, prayer, labor, and connection. To till the ground is not just agriculture. It is spiritual avodah, which is service, refining the physical to make it a vessel for the light. Without Adam, the union between heaven and earth remains unconsummated. Here, humanity is revealed as the missing piece of the divine puzzle. The human soul is needed to call down the rain. The earth without humanity, it's like a body without a soul. The Zohar parallels this verse to the image of a body awaiting a soul. The earth is formed but lifeless. The rain, which represents divine influx, is prepared but held back. The soul, which is represented by Adam, has not yet entered to animate it all. This foreshadows what comes next, God breathing life into Adam. Only then does rain fall, plants grow, and the cycle of divine reciprocity begin. The Zoharic teaching of this verse is co-creation requires human desire. This verse contains one of the most foundational ideas in Kabbalah. The lower awakens the upper. Blessing does not descend passively. It requires a receptive vessel, a heart that longs, a soul that serves, tills, and uplifts. Without human avoda, creation is incomplete. Genesis 2 verse 5, as understood by the Zohar, is a portrait of suspended potential. Through creation is formed and programmed to grow, nothing yet blossoms, for the divine rain, the spiritual influx, has not yet been triggered. Why? Because Adam has not yet emerged. This verse teaches that God withholds the blessing not out of lack, but because divine order requires human participation. The earth is the vessel, the rain is the influx of divine light, and the human soul is the catalyst, the one who tills, awakens, drawdowns, and channels. Rain symbolizes the flow of blessing, insight, abundance, but it cannot fall until the earth desires, until the soul is present to work and pray. Creation is not complete without you. This verse whispers a deep truth. Without conscious human presence, the cosmos remains unawakened. But when the soul enters, longing, serving, aligning, then the heavens open, the rain falls, and life springs forth. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.